how's it going today? Welcome back to Tier Systems Mechanical Contractors YouTube channel. Today we have a larger clip of Legend Rubber. I tried to compile all the clips where you'll see us roughing all of our ductwork, our spiral, and our square duct. Spiral we mainly did on the second level, and then we did square duct on the main level. The main level had drywall and drop ceiling. Second floor was all fully exposed, other than the two little clouds they have in the main areas. So yeah, you'll see it go from rough in state to drywall, mud, and then all the way into paint and finished work. That's for the offices anyways. We got two furnaces in the mechanical room on the main level, and we got two furnaces for the second level, hanging from the steel trusses or steel joist for the roof. We opted to do that mainly for space in the mechanical room. The electrician had quite the service that he had to put into our mechanical room. So to alleviate some room and clearance issues that we were running into, we relocated it to the shop portion of the building that we had to work with the engineer and the owner to allow us to do that. But in the end, that worked out the best. Gave us the most room in the mechanical room, and a little bit of ceiling space. Really, nobody's missing it. It does suck that they can't fully stack onto the top shelf of the racking. But in the end, for the lack of space we had in the mechanical room, and space is a premium in any office or any shop building that anybody builds. We relocated everything to the ceiling there, and honestly, it worked out great. And then we got our ACs that we installed outside, one basically for every furnace. We had a furnace on the east and the west for both the main level and the second level. In my eyes, that was the best way to zone everything. Everything has its own system, east and west, main level and the second level. And so far, 8 months in, we haven't seen any issues. Everybody's happy with temperature. Everything seems to be pretty well controlled. So yeah, anyways, hope you guys enjoy some of this footage. I'll catch you back on in the middle, and we'll go through some of the boiler room and mechanical room as I filmed that after the fact. These are just on one circuit here. There's our temp sensor thing. And apparently we got some cleanup to do. We got our threader and shit still here. So yeah, as we go up, there's the boiler room there. Go up. That's all our 1.5 and 1.25 galvanized piping. All the unions up there. And then we go over here. There's our furnace 1 and furnace 2 for upstairs. And then in the earlier clip, you just seen the furnaces for the main level. And we come over here. And we got our piping comes down the wall. We got a spare 1 inch there for the hot water heater if we end up putting that in. And we come down, there's east side, there's the west side, and then we got there's the manifold on the wall there for the snow melt on the front entrance. And then yeah, we got to go up there, and then if you look over there on the other side of the water jet, it comes down the wall and goes to the same manifold as over there. If we go into, there's our snow melt timer there. And if we come in here and do our boiler room, we got our header and manifold, auto vent. There'd be an auto vent up where it goes through the ceilings there. Part of our controls, there's obviously west, production, sensor there, west, snow melt, office, and then header, main loop temp, and then all our corresponding pumps. We got a main shut off here, and we come out and boom into our Navian controller. There's all our different zones, and then we got boiler 1, and then this is boiler 2, but this one would be our main boiler here. And then yeah, we just come out the thing. We got an auto separator there. And then this one here, we had a little bit of kind of afterthought kind of thing. A lot of fittings and whatever, but it used to go out. We were going to do the whole system in glycol, and then we opted to do just the snow melt system right there. So we got a pump. It pumps it into a heat exchanger, tiny little heat exchanger. The heat exchanger then pumps it through and goes out and back to the snow melt over there. We got our pump that just pumps into the snow melt and keeps it pressurized with a little expansion tank. Then we got our main expansion tank, ties up and in and ties into our main boiler loop. We got to come down, and then we come into a auto feeder with a bypass on it, fast fill. And yes, that's the black nipple, but the plumber needs to pull that out. He's got his to finish yet. We just got this done. So yeah, and then we did put a little bit different. That pipe going up into the fill for the snow melt, we put a relief on it and piped it back down into there. So if it does go off, it's keeping the glycol all contained, and no issues there. Just keep it going down the drain and everything. But yeah, no, we haven't got any snow. Definitely looking forward to seeing what it comes like in this fall. But yeah, this is our little boiler room for Legend Rubber here. Well, hey everybody. Well, you made it to the end of this legend video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A little bit different style with the clips at the beginning. And then we got a bunch of clips of actually filming walking around there at the end. But anyways, like, subscribe, keep following us on Instagram and Facebook, and keep up to date with what we got going on. Anyways, enjoy. Have a good one. See ya.